Okay, Free. What do you want to talk about? No, what other proof of
Peter,
the Earth being flat do
stop,
you have?
stop giggling, Peter, and actually listen for five
I
seconds.
can't. You're too silly.
Look it up right now in front of everybody right now. Show me the target distance. Excuse me. Look it up. If I'm crazy, that's cool. At least back your shit up.
The
Look up
elevation of
the
Lake
elevation
Michigan on the east side is 577 feet. The elevation of Lake Michigan on the Chicago side is 577 feet.
No, it was taken from
No?
St.
Okay.
Joseph, Michigan, you idiot. Not
St.
this.
Joseph's is a city, and cities are
Yes,
on land, and land
yes.
has
Oh my God,
topography.
look up the
All that does
elevation
is
above
change your
sea
target
level.
height, not the base over which the observation is being made, which is Lake Michigan.
So Peter, so let me ask you this. So if St. Joseph, Michigan is above sea level, 630 fucking feet. You telling me that the other side is 570, you dumb fuck. That does
I'm
not
telling you
equalize
that
to the
the
same
shore
sea
of Lake
level.
Michigan on both sides
You
is
don't know what you're talking about, Peter.
577 feet.
Peter, you don't know what you're talking about. You're not taking into account of both elevations. You got
Okay.
two different elevations, Peter.
I'll add the elevations. I bet you we can still see the tower. Even if we can't, you're not supposed to do that, but let's grant it.
You were
What are the
supposed to
numbers?
do that, but Average, can you drop, bro? Like, I don't know why he needed a help. It's kind of weird that you need somebody to help you do your
That's
math,
up to you,
Peter.
Peterson. If I'm
Yeah,
crashing,
Peter,
go for
we're
me.
doing a 1v1 debate, Peter. I know you're scared and you need
I
help
don't
because you
take
don't know
orders from
math.
people with Dollar Tree perms. So,
Bro,
Free,
Peter, I would take your
you
girl, dog.
have
You're ugly as
you
fuck, Peter.
have this is Lake Michigan, and then so that is your base. And yes, the
Oh my
elevation
God,
of the
you
base of
cannot do
Lake
math.
Michigan extends to the land down here.
Yeah, let me
But
do an observation, but
but
not take
that's
account.
completely so the elevation of where you are on land is completely irrelevant.
Oh
The
my
the
God, this guy
base,
cannot do
which
math.
is Lake Michigan, that is what you establish your elevation for, like the observation with respect to what elevate, because your elevation is with respect to something, and we're
Yeah,
not going
okay.
with respect to sea level. We have
Yeah.
to go with respect to what
It's
what I'm
above
just
sea level.
what I'm
Oh
just
my
calling
God.
the floor.
You're
The
so
floor is
dumb.
Lake Michigan here.
Peter, bro, my friend used an infrared camera and he was able to see people walking on the fucking pier. What the fuck are you talking about? You take
Wow,
both.
from over 100
Go.
feet above Lake Michigan, which would be
Oh,
possible because as you go
no,
higher, you
it's
can see
not a
farther.
hundred feet, you idiot. When you take into account of the opposite elevation height, oh my God, this guy is incompetent as fuck. Oh, it's okay,
People,
though. It's okay, though. It's
the
okay, though, Peter.
pier,
I don't
the
even mind.
pier
I'm used
is
to it.
on Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan is
Oh my God.
577 feet above sea level.
Yes, and the St. Joseph
Yeah.
is 630, you dumb fuck. The
Yeah, which
equalize.
means they're higher up, which means they'll be able to see over the
Yes, which
curvature pretty.
means that the
Yes,
target
which
height's not
means that what your
140.
friend saw is
Peter,
completely
oh
what you would
my
expect if the earth
God.
is curved. Yeah,
Dog,
there we
dog.
go.
Peter, when they equalize, it's not 143 above sea level anymore, you dumb fuck. They equalize to over about what, 20? Well, let's do the math. 635, what'd you say? 570? Right?
577.
Cool. What's 630 minus 577, Peter?
That would be 53. I don't know.
630 minus 577. That's what?
Yeah,
28.
53.
Well, Peter. So
53. My
cool.
mental math was correct.
Peter, so when you put this into the Walter Blisman calculator, your observer height's not 140 anymore, sweet cheeks. Now it's 50.
So don't you have to do the same thing to the other
Now
side?
you got a 50-foot observer making an observation over 57 miles, right? Now you put that. Go ahead, turn on your camera, Average Glober. Let's put this in the
Yeah.
Walter Blisman
Don't you?
calculator.
Yeah, sure.
Let's
Don't
put
you
a
have to do?
50-foot
Wait.
observer.
Yeah, sure. We'll do that. Don't you have to do the same thing to the other side?
That's why it's 50 feet, you dumb fuck. We just
Okay.
did that. Oh
So how
my
much do we? Oh,
God.
so hold on. How
You
much do we
guys are dumb
You're
subtract
as
out of the
fuck.
no
1450?
Oh my God.
free. You're still setting
Oh,
the other side as 0.
no.
But
No, I'm not. Oh my, yo, Peter.
yeah, you are, because
Peter,
we subtracted their height
if
from
this is,
from the level of Lake Michigan. But if they're on a
holy
pier, they're above
shit,
it.
this is
Not
too
by
easy, dog.
much.
This is
Although
too
some of
easy.
those piers are really tall, so I don't
Peter,
know.
this is way too easy, dog. Look,
I know, and you still can't do it.
yeah. You don't want to ask for help because you know damn well you be fried right now, dog. So check it out, Peter. All right.
No.
Yeah. All right, hey, Peter. Well, let me ask you this. No, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna stay on topic. I'm not gonna deflect. So check it out, man.
So you know that 630 feet isn't the height from which these observations are made, though, right? That's just
I
the
know
mean
this.
elevation
It was
of the
mean
city.
above the sea level. I understand that, Peter.
No, 630 is not the number.
Oh my
It's way bigger
God.
than that. Like the photo you
No.
showed, he took that from either on top of a sand dune or on top of an observation tower.
If I have an observer 600 feet above sea level on point A and point B, the observer is only 500 feet above sea level, right? But the observation on point A was made about, let's say, 100 feet above their actual sea level, which was already what 600 from the start. That doesn't equal 600 feet above sea level. That equals 100 feet above sea level. Does that make sense, Peter?
I know that, and I put that into my
No,
calculation.
you didn't know that.
Yes, I did. I did 143 feet above sea level,
Oh
57 mile target, and I got 1,196.
It's not 143 anymore.
Yes, it is.
We just came to the conclusion it was 58 to start off with. Plus,
No,
you would add on
because
the observer.
that's the mean elevation of the city that they were located in, not the actual height of where they actually were when they took the actual picture.
Okay, cool. So Peter, now
You fucking Pop-Tart.
Peter, so Peter, yo?
Why do you not get this? He took the photo from on top of a sand dune. The sand dune, you can look up how high they are. They're over 700 feet above sea level. Or above, well, yeah, above sea level.
It's not above.
Which is about 150 feet higher than Lake Michigan.
Peter, you gotta listen to me here, man. If it's cool, we'll give you one. Even if it was 150, awesome. Now, what's the sea level of the opposite side of the lake, Peter? Because it's not the same. St. Joseph, Michigan, is sea level is not the same sea level from the other side of the lake. You understand that, Peter?
You are not telling us what sea level is. That's the elevation above sea level of the city. The Chicago skyline. Chicago is on the shore of Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan is 577 feet above sea level.
All right, so Peter, so can you put it in the Walter Blisman calculator? What did it say average?
I'm not going to Wolf Blitzer's website. I have it on Earth Curve Calculator right here.
My God.
143 feet of observer height with a 57 foot or a 57 mile target distance, but the real numbers are actually 250 and 53.
What's the hidden height, Peter?
If you use the real numbers, 754.5.
754.5, Peter, but you got a skyline that's how many feet tall? 14.
The tallest building goes up to 1,500 feet or whatever it is.
Cool. So
less than half of it is covered up.
So, well, Peter, hold on. Do me a favor. Can we see your screen real quick?
Not really, because I guess I sort of can. Don't pay attention to that. That's me.
This guy's goddamn.
Whoop. I'm trying to zoom in. There she be.
Hey, so do me a quick favor. Where is that showing you your hidden target height? The bottom one, right?
Yes.
Cool. So the observer height, you got 250 feet above sea level?
Yes.
Cool. So that's just...
Well, no, that's not sea level. That's just how high they are from the base.
Yes, and the base, you're not putting into relative...
We don't need to, because all of that math has already been done. No, you don't.
Oh my God, this guy, dog. I can't even do it with this guy.
The tower is 250 feet tall. It doesn't matter what the elevation of Lake Michigan is. It's 250 feet tall. No, it doesn't. John, what, chat? What is it doing?
All the numbers matter, Peter. I'm sorry you don't understand that, but every number matters.
I'm already doing all of the math that you're asking for is already done in advance. I'm not subtracting the This is so stupid.
Peter, let me ask you this.
Because I'm not putting in 630 feet or anything like that, which is what it is above sea level. I'm just telling you the height above the ground that observation tower was.
Yes,
250 feet.
Now,
What I looked up was 143 feet. That's all you need.
But when you when you take into the account of the target, their height above sea level, Peter, that changes your
No,
height
it doesn't,
level.
because we're making an observation over a body of water. And the body of water on the east side is at the same elevation as the body of water
It's
on the
not.
west
We just
side.
fucking proved that.
No!
Oh my god. Peter, yo, you're fucking losing it, dog.
Why are you incapable of understanding that
my
because there's land on the
Here,
other
bro,
side of the
here, let me
water
ask- let me see
and then
this.
land on the other side of the water, that doesn't mean that the water level is two different places. It's
Peter.
not.
Oh, Peter,
It's
look.
not. When you're in Chicago, Lake Michigan is the same number of feet above sea level as when you are in St. Joseph's. Do you get that, or do you not get that?
Peter, all right, let's. If you
No, free. We're not going to do anything else until you answer this question. Do you understand that Lake Michigan is the same elevation at Chicago as it is at St. Joseph's?
No, incorrect.
Okay, then I can't talk to you because you don't understand the most rudimentary
Google it
thing
right
that
now,
you
Google it right
need
now. Look
in
up-
order to discuss
look up
this.
Chicago.
You're incapable of grasping it.
You know what? I'll do it for you. Want me to do it for you? I'll do your homework. Cool. I'll look up the elevation above sea level for Chicago. And then
No,
I'll look up
you
the
need to look up
elevation of sea
what
level
the
for-
elevation of Lake Michigan at the shoreline of
I already
Chicago
did,
is.
dipshit, it's 670 feet.
No, you didn't. That's the
Oh my
elevation of the
God.
city.
Above the sea level.
Free.
670 feet above sea level. Oh my
It's
god.
just here. I'm gonna go to Google Maps and I'm just gonna click on the terrain thing and I'll just tell you what it says. Chicago. Well, it's probably not gonna give me a number, is it? So for Chicago, do I have to show this to you to get you to finally shut up about this? I probably do, don't I? So I'm going to prove to you that you have this wrong, and then we have to be done because this is so mind-numbingly stupid. So here we go, Free.
Sorry you can't understand, dog.
No,
Right here.
I do understand.
Above sea level, dipshit.
That's the city
650 feet.
for the 100th time. That is the city. So here's Chicago, and I don't know. Oh my God, this is actually way too.
So if the
frustrating.
city's above the sea level, why are you crying about where in the city it was taken? We already granted you the dunes height. What the fuck?
Okay, can I get this to show up? Or I don't think you're going to be able to see
Bro,
it. But right there, that says 600. But you can see that's a cliff right next to the shore.
What?
Yeah, that's a cliff right next to
That's
the
not
shore.
helping you, Peter. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
it actually is.
That
So
doesn't-
here, you're muted. That's a cliff next to the shore. So the shoreline is below that, 577 feet. That is Chicago right there. You can't really, there, now you can see it. So now, God, this is really annoying. So now, if I go over to St. Joseph's, where is that? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll just go over here. If I go over here, look at that. Right on the shore, 600. But that's a cliff above the shoreline. The shoreline is, like I said,
What do you mean?
577
What do you mean a
feet.
cliff above the shoreline. What the fuck are you talking about, Peter?
You're not actually. Wow.
Oh
well,
my God,
let's
dude.
let's do it. Let's do a
Peter,
POV.
Peter, fuck this, Peter. You're incompetent.
Oh,
Peter.
wait.
I'm not doing this with
Oh,
you.
look, Free. What do you see on the shore of Lake Michigan, Free? What do you see? What is this on the shore of Lake Michigan, Free?
You can see the same thing.
What's this on the shore of Lake Michigan,
Yeah,
Free?
and all of that is
Oh, look, it goes
630
up.
feet. I understand.
This
that, but-
is 577
Oh my
feet.
God.
This is 600 feet.
Yes, and everything.
This is the
I
most
agree.
embarrassing performance I've ever seen from one of you idiots
Yeah,
before.
okay, Peter. You're the one that had to ask for.
I can't do it anymore. It's so mind-numbingly stupid. I can't do it anymore.
I don't know. That might be the first flat earther I've ever seen arguing that water is not in fact level.